Welcome to Combat Recapped. In today's video, we'll take a look at rising UFC star Paddy Pimblett, who surprised everyone by beginning his fight in an unexpected way. We will also discuss his most recent fights, which earned him the nickname Paddy the Baddy, as well as how he gained weight in between bouts. Now let's get into it. In September 2021, Paddy Pimblett made his UFC debut and quickly established himself on the European MMA scene before going public. The fan favorite from Liverpool, England, competed in his first ever UFC bout as he faced Luigi Vendramini in the main card opener of the Fight Night 191. The fight started out exciting, but did not make it past the first round. Paddy Pimblett first had issues. Luigi Vendramini took advantage of his predisposition to fight with his head held high. The Brazilian frequently caught Paddy Pimblett on his feet with a left punch to the head. However, the 26-year-old Paddy Pimblett possessed a warrior's mentality, persisted in the face of adversity, and quickly recovered. As the fight progressed, Vendramini's assaults became more ferocious and brutal. Unfortunately, this ultimately led to his failure. Paddy Pimblett's right-hand counters started to catch Vendramini. The Liverpudlian's quick right appeared to land exactly at one point, startling his opponent. Once there was a scent of blood, Paddy Pimblett rushed to finish him off. He defeated Vendramini in the opening frame with a barrage of punches that ended with a powerful right hand. Paddy Pimblett won via TKO. After the incredibly interesting match, Paddy Pimblett spoke with Michael Bisping and said, "What did I tell you? I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out. I'm here to take over. I'm the new cash cow. I'm the new man. People are going to be calling me out now." Paddy submitted Kazula Vargas in his second UFC match in March 2022 at UFC Fight Night 204 in London. Pimblett finished Vargas in round 1 with a rear naked choke after a shaky beginning. The competition was the centerpiece of UFC Fight Night 204 at the O2 Arena in London. Pimblett made his victory with style, but not without some difficulties. He was abruptly picked up by Vargas and thrown to the ground. After that, Vargas effectively employed ground and pound to dominate Pimblett. Pimblett was able to stand up again midway through the round. After that, Pimblett used a rear naked choke to finish off the Mexican fighter. The audience inside the arena began to shout "Paddy the Baddy." With the result, Pimblett was able to build on his triumph in his UFC fight. Pimblett has engaged in 21 professional fights. He has won titles in the featherweight and lightweight classes, fighting under the Cage Warriors banner. On Saturday, July 23, 2022, at UFC London inside the O2 Arena in London, England, Paddy Pimblett once again delivered when the budding lightweight star defeated Jordan Leavitt with a spectacular second-round rear naked choke. As anticipated, Leavitt used his grappling in the early going. Leavitt had the upper hand despite Pimblett's valiant efforts to stave off the majority of takedowns and occasional threats of guillotine chokes. In the second round, Pimblett grabbed control by using a choke along the cage to deliver a vicious knee inside. Leavitt hit the ground, and Baddy was able to grab his back and use a body triangle to capture his arm. After that, Pimblett sought to secure the victory with a rear naked choke. Pimblett fulfilled his word and dropped a teabag on the Monkey King after the match. Now let's have a look at who the Baddy may face next, with his next fight perhaps taking place outside of the UK following his excellent victory over Jordan in London. After defeating Jordan Leavitt, he made a moving speech in which he urged men to take care of their health. After his performance in forcing Leavitt into a submission and his moving statements had an impact on the sport, the company's executives will be following his next match in the hopes that he would provide another amazing performance. His American opponent was the first UFC fighter to push Pimblett into round 2, but he prevailed using the same strategy that helped him beat Kazula Vargas in the most recent UFC London event, which took place back in March. Despite the fact that Pimblett's rear naked choke submission has become one of his signature skills, it is clear that the young fighter must face a challenger who is of a higher caliber, given that none of his fights have thus far gone the full distance. After his third straight UFC victory, Paddy Pimblett may not announce his next match until the fall or winter. When he ever makes a comeback in the octagon, the Baddy will have a wide selection of opponents to pick from. With Khamzat Chimaev excluded, Pimblett has experienced the fastest career progression in the UFC. He's still a young man, Therefore, the promotion should be cautious in how they proceed with his development. He needs a rival who is more skilled and well-known than his previous opponents. As a result, future fights with Jim Miller, Clay Guida, or Matt Frivola might be unavoidable. As we continue with this video, let's explore what makes sensational Paddy Pimblett so popular. The excitement around Pimblett is genuine. He has established himself as the most well-liked fighter to have ever competed for Cage Warriors, the top cage fighting organization in the UK, demonstrating his significant MMA talent. He is 19-3 overall, with 6 knockouts and 8 submissions. Pimblett worked for Cage Warriors for a considerable amount of time, 14 times of promotion competition with an 11-3 record. He headlined 3 events for the promotion, earning him the title of Cage Warriors' most marketable star. Pimblett won the organization's featherweight title in 2016 and came close to matching Cage Warriors alumnus McGregor in 2018 when he failed to become a 2-division champion. The unreserved confidence Pimblett has in himself contributes to his fanfare. It's for this reason that many sports analysts have compared him to other bombastic UK MMA greats, as well as former UFC champion Conor McGregor and Michael Bisping. Pimblett is a remarkable talent since he has a well-mannered appearance thanks to his mop-top haircut in the vein of the Beatles. But after that, he'll launch into a foul-mouthed tirade of profanity that will appeal to admirers of audacious combat athletes like Nate Diaz and Jake Paul. The Baddy brand has such evident financial potential that prominent sports website Barstool Sports offered him a 7-figure agreement in 2021 to serve as a brand ambassador and content developer. After his TKO victory over Luigi Vendramini in 2021, an accomplishment unparalleled for a fighter with only 1 UFC match under their belt. Pimblett has a well-documented history of putting on significant amounts of weight between fights as he indulges in his love of rich or sugary foods when he is not in fight camp. When it comes to weighing in before his UFC fights, he hasn't yet experienced any problem. Wrapping things up, let's see how he gained weight between fights. Less than a month after his spectacular maiden UFC victory, Paddy Pimblett has put on weight. The Liverpoolian has been the target of jokes from fans all around the world because of his growing weight. However, Pimblett has responded to criticism of his weight increase in a lighthearted way. Since his victory over Vendramini, when he weighed 155 pounds and appeared incredibly lean, Pimblett has continued to live this lifestyle, and his followers have not been shy about criticizing him for it. When not in training, Pimblett admitted he likes to eat fast food. He loves almost all types of food, from Chinese to steaks, and he has said he can eat 4 desserts in a row. He has also professed a particular love for desserts. There are too many to name, literally too many to name them. Salt and pepper chicken, obviously I love Chinese food, Italian food, I love steak, burgers, I'm terrible. I'm bad with desserts. I can eat like 4 desserts in a row and not feel full, Pimblett said. During his post-fight news conference at UFC London, prior to his fight with Kazula Vargas, Paddy Pimblett was observed indulging on a pizza. Pimblett is without a doubt a passionate food lover who frequently expresses his views on the subject. He appears to put on a lot of weight following his fight. After his victory over Vargas, a question regarding whether he ever missed having a six-pack came up. As an answer, Pimblett said, "I'd rather be fat and happy than like ripped and, like these people who are ripped all year round, aren't happy. I'm not arsed. I don't care what you say. This six-pack is sound. I look great, but I'd rather be fat and happy." What's your thought on Paddy Pimblett's weight gain between fights? Do you think he has a long career with his eating habits? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Combat Recap and hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching Combat Recap. See you in the next video.